Hello and welcome, each and every one of you. With you today again is me, Daiga, multilinguistic international coach therapist from DCTcentre, and joining me again is lovely Morganne Rayne, adept, visionary, spiritual guide, ceremonialist, and artist. Hello, Morgan.
Good morning. It's a
Good
beautiful day
morning.
here in the Pacific Northwest.
It's not so beautiful evening in England. It's
Oh,
it was quite rainy day, like grey rainy day, but in my 3 foot world was sunshine. So
yep. Yep. We got cloudy bright, they call it cloudy bright. But I think we're supposed to have sun today, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day.
yes, it's. I hope tomorrow will be more sun. We miss sun today, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, what you brought for us today?
Well, as usual, nothing's planned. um, just being open to what guidance is, right? And it's kind of like that way with my life. I heard a long time ago, go ahead and make a plan and listen to God laugh. Uh, so, you know, um, I can make some sort of a plan and then just around it be flexible in the way that it goes, because once you start opening up to guidance, um your your world becomes kind of different in that, if guidance isn't leading me, then I'm probably not going to go down that path, because I've done that before in the past and that doesn't quite work out. It's a struggle. It's a trying to force things to happen. And I know you know exactly what I mean. But when you open up to your guidance from source, then ways you could never even think about begin to open up to you. So there's a value in it, but you have to give up your own ego mind, what you think is best for you, that world mind, because that mind is usually out to have an outer, um, or it feeds on that outer existence to reflect back what you do. And that's just not the way to go. When you just open to spirit, if I hear spirit say, be still, I'm just going to go be still. If I hear spirit say, let's go da da da, I get up, I go da da da. And just magical things can happen. People, so many times I've been guided to, like, go to this grocery store. It's like, okay, whatever, and I'll run into somebody, that maybe I haven't seen for 10 years. And that happened not too long ago. Precious family I know. And it's like in the middle of Home Depot, we had this tearful, precious reunion. And that just came from guidance that said, go to Home Depot. And it's like, I didn't even know why I went there. I like Home Depot. You can find all kinds of cool stuff there, but it's just that. And now, I have that beautiful connection back again. So, okay, guidance. Let's go to what happened this morning. So, I slept like so good last night. It was just like I went to sleep, I stayed asleep. No wake up early in the morning. I just stayed really, really locked into that dream world. And as I was beginning to stir from it, boy, I heard this. I mean, it was loud too. And not only was it loud, it like was in that echo chamber. So it's like when I heard it, it kept repeating itself. And what I heard was, are you ready? It was like, are you ready? and I, what? And then it was, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I I'm like, okay. So I sat up, and so I know that Spirit is guiding me to be ready, to be fully ready. Now, ready for what? That's always kind of like the next question is, okay, what am I getting ready for? And I could have a list of things that I could be getting ready for. And I don't know what those things are that I'm getting ready for now, but what does it mean to be ready? What does that mean? I mean, Daiga, have you got a clue what to be ready? How do you be ready? What does that mean to you?
I don't know. I actually one of those people who like to be prepared. So I like sort of know where I'm going into, what I'm going into. Yeah, me getting ready, let's say, to see clients, that means I have to be ready, like write up previous session. Yeah, I have to read the notes, what I write up. Yeah, bullet points. Yeah, I need like be in state of mind, settle myself, center myself, ask help and support from universe, from source. Yeah, usually what else I'm doing, I'm sending Reiki energy balls to all my clients before session. Yeah, I'm making energy ball and I'm sending to them. Yeah, so I'm working with energy as well at the same time. So I like to be ready. I like to be prepared. I definitely don't like jump just in something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if we don't speak about clients or some that kind of work, even so, I want to be ready for whatever
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah. 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 That's beautiful, because when we're ready, we got everything that we need to move forward with whatever happens, right? So I look at being ready, not just in the physical, but is my mind ready? Is my soul ready? Is my spirit ready? And is my human self ready? Am I ready in all of those, aspects? Because we're all of that. And if you leave any one of those pieces out, so I love how you say that you begin by making those energy balls, Reiki energy balls for your clients. What a gift! What a beautiful gift! You're helping them be ready too. But it's also, when you do that, you're delving deep into that energy pool of mystery and magic and source, and you're ready. You're ready because you can pull up from that place. So this morning, I was thinking about, and there was an issue that happened that you and I talked shortly about before before we came on. And, we can get disturbed in all kinds of ways. Even enlightened, we think we're ready, whatever, right? But the thing is, so as the disturbance was going on, I kind of went back into, well, you knew probably this was going to happen this way, right? So what else because this person was supposed to be here at a certain time, way late, and I go, well, that's the way this person rolls, always late, always. And what do I think about that? And how do I feel about that? And I noticed that there was this agitation within me about that. And so, am I ready? No, because I need to go, and this person provided for me a divine opportunity to see where I was not ready. So, am I ready, and am I willing to just know that my well-laid plans can be disturbed and can be upended? So the divine gift in it was that I got to forgive myself for unreasonable expectation. So that's the first thing. So I had an unreasonable expectation that this person would follow my plan. And I laid out all the reasons prior to why my plan needed to happen the way it was. Well, didn't happen. So, first of all, so unreasonable expectations. So those come from where we think we're in control. Guess what? We aren't. And I think we had a great laugh about that on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
About
we had great laugh about something which one really wasn't, if you're looking back, it wasn't really laughable. But we laughed quite a lot.
We did. We laughed quite a lot. But afterwards, how much charge did that issue have anymore?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a Nothing. Thing. Zero.
Right?
Zero.
So when I had discovered that really what I had was an unreasonable expectation on a person and a situation that pretty much lays out how they are, right? I have to laugh at myself that I'd even dream up an expectation like that. Because boy, I tell you, the energy that I was experiencing in the waiting time, and they're not here yet, and this is going to just mess up my morning, or blah 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 blah. I was really getting into it, and then I was like, stop. This is the gift right here. I'm not ready. I'm not ready because I had unreasonable expectations on others to fulfill my plan. So much for the plan, right? So then I got to turn within and, okay, show me. And then it was all about, again, forgiveness, letting go, because we cannot proceed when we are hanging on to unforgiveness. So I got to this morning, first of all, forgive myself for unreasonable expectations. Forgive myself for allowing my body temple to experience the irrational emotions of those expectations. I got to forgive myself for judgment of another being, right? And all of what that entails. I got to forgive that person for showing up in a disorderly, chaotic way. I got to experience, hold on one moment. I have to turn something off. So the issues of my unforgiveness were made really apparent to me. So when what a great message to get. Are you ready? Well, no, I had some house cleaning to do in my mind, and what those unreasonable expectations were doing to my mind, and what they were telling me, what they were doing to my body temple, and the stress I was putting on it, in my capacity to be unconditionally loving. Man, that thing went out the window. So it's like, come back, bring it all back. And that was just a little issue. That was not like even a big, huge, earth-shattering thing. It was just a matter of, it was a little issue. But I went off on it in a way that it was like catastrophic within me, right? Like I didn't blow up at this person. I didn't do any of that. but I did on the inside. I did on the inside. And so for all of you, unless you're all ascended, which apparently I'm not, because I'm still in this body and I'm still getting to look at those things that I'm attached to, those things that are still holding me back. So am I ready? Hang on, Daiga.
While Morgan is dealing with,
I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to put you on pause, okay?
Yes, okay. While Morgan is dealing with everything she needs to deal, yeah. I see somebody's at the moment watching live. Yeah, you can nicely send me message in a chat, introduce yourself, and you can get actually message downloaded from source, especially for you. Morgan can like check in with you and bring you some messages from source. So maybe take this opportunity. I just invited, we have one person who is watching live, and I invited if she or he wants to interact with us and maybe ask for your support, then very welcome.
Okay, thank you for letting me take that call. It was somebody called me back to back, and I get concerned if there's a back to back. So, and my bad for not turning my phone off. But I know you talked to somebody and they may want some guidance, and that's okay.
No, I just invited. If they want, they are welcome to put their details in the chat, and we can interact with them. So,
right. So, are you ready? And that sound, that those words are so energetically in me. I know that there must be something that I am preparing for, right? You don't get a message like that without there being something you're preparing for. So when this event happened this morning of chaos and disorder, it showed me exactly where I was at. And, you know, it's spiritually not pretty. Humanly, it's like, you know, par for the course. Most all humans walk around distracted and distorted and suffering and attached to what is or what isn't, and all of that. But I know that for myself, when I get a message like that, then there's something I'm needing to finish. And that piece with letting go unreasonable expectations of others is so powerful, because you know, you think about your relationships and sometimes where they go really wrong, and it's usually attached to something or a version of unreasonable expectations, what you want them to do, or what you want them to be, or what they should be, or could be, right? We put those unreasonable. Go ahead.
I think this worst part is when we are already ourselves, we are programmed. Yeah, you should do this one. If you're in a relationship, then this guy should act this way or that way on case of you. But at the end of the day, everybody is different.
Yeah, everyone. So, yeah. So to expect them to follow the model of what your mind is saying they need.
And Morgan, it's not even your mind. Most of the people, we all actually programmed from childhood.
Yep.
Normal person, good person who obeys all standing rules, yeah?
Yep.
What they doing? They going to school,
Yep.
then they are finishing with good grade school, then they going to universities, high schools, whatever, then they have to finish with good, excellent grades, possibly this universities, then they need to get high paid and executive job somewhere, as high as better, and then they need to get ready with some equal person who acts similar way,
Yeah.
and nothing else in between, and then start make some beautiful kids who are going into this metric same way.
Yeah.
Just going on conveyor line and off you go, programmed from
Conveyor line. Yeah.
but that's how it is.
Yeah, it is. You're right. It is. You're
Yeah.
right. It is. And we see this over and over again. And if you step outside of that, society like converges on you of you're wrong. Why are you doing that? Right. And I've always been the one that got off the belt.
Welcome to club.
Right. And it's like, I go, wait a minute, none of this makes sense. This isn't correct. You know, it's like, I knew for myself that falling in line with what the world was telling me was not my path. It wasn't even my path when I was in ministerial school, because I had absolutely zero interest in being a pulpit minister. I did not want to run a church. I did not want to deal with the congregation, and I certainly did not want to deal with the board. So it's like I'd had too many minister friends who, you know, you can watch, you can see what happens, right? And I decided at that point in time that my ministry was going to be a ministry of healing and teaching. That's it. I did, and let me tell you what, there were a lot of people really mad at me, because they could see me in a mega church. They could see me being in leadership for something huge and big, but that wasn't my calling. That was their unreasonable expectations on me. Right? So here we're back to unreasonable expectations. Right? So those unreasonable expectations caused the dissolution of many relationships, because I did not follow in line with what certain people had laid out for me. So I am joyous that I did not do that, because it leaves me in a place of freedom to move in my world as the way Spirit directs me, not the way leaders of organizations or even leaders of churches direct me. Because once you're in their box, you're in their box, and you got to mind everything that goes into that box. And when Spirit speaks to me to do things in a certain way, I will follow that. But in that box, I was getting hand slapped. No, you can't do that. What do you mean you're going to chant all night? No, you can't do that. Oh, watch me. Right. And then watch everybody else gather around and begin to do that, because they feel that spirit. And that's what people want. That's what they're gravitated to. So unreasonable expectations for yourself, unreasonable expectations we put on others, and unreasonable expectations people put on us. So that's that conveyor belt system of humanity. You will do this, you will be that, you will dress this way, you will watch this, you will conform. And I'm unconformable, and in a lot of ways unprogrammable. And that's an issue out in that big old fat world we live in. You know, I'm this rogue entity, as well as I believe you're probably a rogue entity. And most of the people that have gathered around are rogue, because they don't conform to what the world is telling them. So going back to, are you ready? Are you ready? It's a good question to ask self. Are you ready? Right? Much like if I'm getting ready for this show, I'm going to make sure my face is washed and I got something cute wearing. I'm getting ready, right?
You actually have very cute wearing. I love these colors. I love this
Isn't this
top
great?
you're wearing.
I love this. I love everything about it. It's got this big, huge. This is one of my favorite shirts. It's got this big, huge collar, and I can wrap it like that if my neck is cold. I can wear it off like that. It's a great
beautiful. It's really beautiful.
And it's a good violet purpley kind of some of my favorite colors. So
Mine too.
Am I ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? So this morning when I got the opportunity to look at my unreasonable expectations, I knew I was being cleared out for something greater. Cleared out in my body temple, cleared out in my mind, cleared out in my heart, to forgive self for putting unreasonable expectations on myself or someone else. Because if I have all that energy, I can't hear spirit. I can't feel spirit because I'm so involved in enrolling people to be on my conveyor belt of expectation. No, you will do it this way. You will show up at 8:30. It's like, yeah, no, that's not it. So it's my opportunity to clean and clear. And boy, once I got that, it was like my whole body settled down. My brain settled down. I came back to that beautiful stasis point of peace, and that's where I can hear. So really, that's all I have to talk about today. But I think it's important because ask the question: am I ready? Am I ready? Am I really ready? And ready for what? It doesn't matter. It's like, so if we are expecting great good in our lives, are you ready? If you're expecting love in your life, are you ready? If you're expecting financial abundance, are you ready? If you're, it's like, think about those things, those heart's desires. Are you ready? Are you ready to truly receive that? Are you truly ready? So I'm just so grateful that Spirit reverberated that to me as I was waking up and allows it to be a theme for my day, and the opportunity to clear out those things that keep me from not being ready.
Yeah, talking about spirits and spirit messages, I got one message few days ago before Valentine's Day. On my meditation came faces of my loved ones who passed, like one after another. My dad, my aunt, my granny, like one after another. Many my loved ones who passed. And on end was huge white rose, open white rose. Like blooming like nice, beautiful white rose. And that's how this message ended. And I was very moved about it, but I still don't know how to explain this message.
Wow. So you're talking about that rose energy. And you have all your ancestors gathered there, right? So the rose, in guidance I received a long time ago, I received the information that the rose holds the highest frequency on our planet today. So I'm just going to share that with you, because when you have a white rose, it's the pure rose. It's without color. It's without the, so that white holds all the spectral aspects of that etheric realm. White contains it's like the, how can I'm just thinking about, somebody had gifted me with some white rose essence, I think last year. And when I opened the bottle to smell it, it was like immediately I was transported. It was like so beautiful. The frequency of it was so, and it reminded me to go get that bottle and bring it out. Right. And then with your ancestors gathered there, and you didn't call them your ancestors, you called them your loved ones. And I love that you call them your loved ones, because they're connected to that divine love. And that's what that white rose symbolizes, is divine love. So what a beautiful imagery for you. And you know, sometimes our ancestors announce, and they announce by making their appearance, or the memory of them making their appearance in our lives. Powerful meditation.
Yeah, it was really powerful. And this rose, I can draw this rose. I really can draw, because it's stick in my memory.
Yeah.
Like canvas. Yeah, like canvas on your wall. It's really literally sticks in my memory, this beautiful white rose.
Yeah. And work with that imagery, right? That beautiful imagery of the white rose. And to receive that is a gift. Are you ready? are you ready?
I hope I am, but I think it takes time to be. I thought I am. I was building my business already quite long time, 7 years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was building, I was learning, and now when is this turning point? I have to share with our viewers that I went for Morgan's help some 4 weeks back when I was very, very down, and Morgan done age regression session with me, and came up lots of personal stuff, and I let go lots of personal stuff. And you know, I can tell you all, please take this opportunity to work with Morgan, because from that moment on, my life at the moment is changing in ways I never ever even imagined. I literally, everything what I've been, I start getting emotional. Everything what I've been manifesting, I have to say manifesting, because before I met Morgan, I was manifesting. I want this, and I have this, and thank you for this. I like put myself in some sort of frame or box. Yeah, I want this, but since I'm listening and doing all practices what Morgan is saying, I literally starting creating. So everything what I was manifesting now starting slowly create.
Yeah.
And in ways I never ever really expected.
And and you got to surrender to that. Oh, no, you don't got to, but if you choose to surrender to that, then it comes in the most incredible, beautiful, magical ways that your creator is totally involved in. That's why we did a show, I don't know what show it was, where we talked about manifesting.
We lost in shows.
Right? It was a long time ago, but I talked about the difference between manifesting and creation, right? And that we are creators. We are creators. If we think we are manifestors, then we're going to work outside of ourselves and in the world to make what we want to happen. So, but when we're creators, we receive the information, we receive the codes, we receive the frequencies, and then we become transmitters of that. But also we're receivers. We're transmitters and we're receivers, and we can only receive what we're transmitting out, right? So when we're creators, we speak the word, we feel it, we become it. Are you ready? Are you ready? And that's why I knew today I was being cleared out for a creation to be made. And you know, I'm glad that you share your story, because you know, a lot of people, they think they're ready, right? They want to be ready, but when you notice you're struggling in something, you know you're not ready. You know that. And so it's like, okay, well, let me go get ready, right? What do I need to wash off? What do I need to forgive? Where is it that I'm not ready? And bring that forward so that I can be ready. And that's the beauty of when you start working in the realm of spirit. So everyone should be really grateful I didn't follow the path of organized religion because I followed the path of listening and responding to spirit and where spirit guides me. So a ministry of healing and doing the work I do is basically what spirits taught me, what my spiritual practice has taught me, not what came out of a book, not what, you know, it's like that information about the rose came at an exquisite time in my life where I was downloaded with that frequency of the rose, and being told this is the highest frequency on your planet at this time. So what a beautiful gift. I'm so happy for you that you got that gift of that beautiful rose, the imagery, but the imagery is igniting other things inside of you.
I love roses anyway. In my garden, if I could, would be only roses. And on my front garden, as much as I do have quite few roses, different colors, quite few roses. And one of them is beautiful white one as well. Gorgeous.
Yeah. And that fragrance. So, the fragrance.
I have only fragrant one. I doesn't matter how beautiful is flower if there is no fragrance to it.
Exactly.
Thank you. I don't need.
Yeah, it's like GMO food, right?
Yeah. I don't need.
It'll fill your belly, but it will not feed your soul.
No, right? Definitely no.
Exactly. So when we look at things that are presented to, it's like a facsimile. It's like, well, here's a dozen roses, but it's like, no,
nothing. No, that is not.
This is not roses. This is some.
I have childhood memories from those times when was some parties at home. We always, in my country, we always celebrated with huge table, lay out huge table, all family, friends who is invited in this birthday party or name day party, they all coming with presents, all dressed up and beautiful table and everybody bringing flowers and presents, yeah, and some drinks. Yeah,
Yeah.
but everybody like bringing something, yeah. And I remember the smell of room when all those flowers was, when roses was there, yeah. Then you go far, there is hyacinth, yeah. Then again somewhere else maybe is daffodils, and every single flower's frequency was giving this room this smell of party, smell of fun, smell of something beautiful, yeah. Now I can have, like you said, dozen roses in my room. I don't feel this. I don't have this feeling of this party, of this celebration, of this.
Yeah, it's a facsimile. It's about as good as taking a picture, right?
Yeah,
Right? But when it doesn't have its essence, so if we become what the world wants, we become a facsimile. Where we don't become our authentic self. Our authentic self has all that, like a rose has. It has essence. It has energy. It has the capacity to release itself in this invisible way that connects with everybody. That's like that unconditional love. If you walk into the world as unconditional love and just start loving everyone and everything, there's that connection. Did you have to do anything for it? No, that's your authentic self, your authentic being. So it's that capacity to not be someone's facsimile, not be what someone tells you to be, or even what your ego tells you to be. So when we look at what our ego is, just gathering that data from the outside and going, well, you didn't da da da, now you should go da da da, right? Like, no, that's not it. I'm just going to sit and be still. Last week we did a meditation. Be still and know I am God. Be still and know I am. Be still and know. Be still. Be. Just be. Without the facsimiles put on top of you, without the expectations you put on self, without the expectations others put on you. Just be. And that in that beingness, you're ready. But if you're disturbed, you're not ready yet. So I'm so grateful this morning that happened. That just the chaos came, because it showed me where I was not ready. And so I took the time to be ready, to forgive myself. And forgiveness is one of the key elements in all of this, as we're teaching in the Course in Miracles. Forgiveness is forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others, the ability to give forgiveness, but also the ability to receive forgiveness. So that's important too. Yeah.
yeah. Maybe now we have another 15 sort of minutes. Maybe we can go for meditation.
That'd be great. That'd be great. I'd be happy to do that. So,
Okay.
okay.
Me too. Me too.
Oh, so let's just take a moment and get into our full selves, right? So we're going to do that first with the breath. And as you breathe that breath in, imagine that you're breathing the breath of God. Invite it deeply into your being. And when you exhale, just relax into that. Again, let's imagine that we are breathing in the breath of God, and whatever that might seem like or feel like to you, that's okay. Just go ahead and breathe that breath of God in and let it circulate within your entire body temple and hold it there, encoding every cell of your being with the breath of God. And now on the exhale, relax into it. And in this place of breathing in and relaxing, Spirit is guiding me to invite each of you to see what might be in your way of fully being ready. We've talked about being ready. Are you ready? So, Spirit is guiding to say, do you have in your mind and heart, in your life, anyone or anything that you have not forgiven? And if that is true for you, I ask you to invite up that person, that event right now, and see them in your mind and feel the experience of this person or event and acknowledge how that makes your body temple feel. What conversation you have going in your mind about that. What feelings you have that are coming forward. So they might be feelings of fear or anger. Just let them come up for a moment. It's okay. They're there. So we want them to come forward so they can be released and let go as we are preparing everyone now to be ready. So that person or event that has come forward for you, take a moment and thank that for appearing. Thank you. Thank you for showing me what is within me. Thank you for showing me where I have not forgiven. Thank you. And truly be grateful about it. Truly be good, no matter how angry, how hurt, any of that doesn't matter. That's ego responses. Be in gratitude for this one that has shown you where you are energetically stuck. So the first thing I would invite you to do is forgive yourself for holding this energy. And we can do this so easily by just saying, I'm sorry for holding this energy. Please forgive me for not letting it go at the time when it happened. And then tell yourself, I love you. I love you so much. Thank you. And feel what that feels like to forgive yourself for holding the image, the frequency, the energy, the pain, the suffering. What does it feel like to forgive yourself for holding on to that? And take a breath in And from this place of having forgiven yourself, look at this person, this event that occurred, and offer it forgiveness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you were in so much suffering or pain. I'm sorry if I helped create that suffering and pain. Please forgive me for holding all of this energy, this suffering for so long. Forgive me. And speak into it, I love you. Even if it's an event that happened, I love you, for you are showing me where I am not ready. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for showing me. And then come back into your heart. Take a breath into your heart, and now look at the event or the individual and notice if anything about that has changed. Notice how your body temple is feeling. Have you increased your capacity to love by releasing and letting go the upset? And again, we just thank that person or that event for this opportunity to clear out and make room for the divine to be present, for the love to be present, for the peace, for the joy, for the bliss. And then come back to your heart, because the heart is the place where we choose from. We choose from this place of courage to become and be who we were created to be, our authentic, our true self. Take a breath in and affirm to yourself, I awaken my authentic self. I awaken the gifts and the talents of my authentic self. Take a breath in. And from this heart of courage, I awaken the capacity to move in my world as my awakened self. Take a breath in. Come back into your heart. And the image of that white rose is coming forward. So imagine within your heart the bud of a white rose. It hasn't opened yet. This is you. This is your authentic beingness, clothed in the beautiful raiment of white light. This is you in your capacity and your ability to be the seed idea of the divine. And you cannot pull apart the petals and force it into opening. But within that bud of a white rose is a divine intelligence that unfolds it beautifully. So imagine yourself as this beautiful white bud, and maybe it's already started to open. Ask your higher self to show you what stage of opening you are in right now. And feel and experience what that feels like, that where your authentic self is, and ask yourself, am I ready now? Is there anything else to clear? And maybe there is nothing else to clear, but just be ready that if there is, be willing to allow that clearing, so that that divine intelligence within you unfolds you so beautifully and in the right time. And if you can imagine the fragrance, breathe that deeply in. Invite the essence of that within you. And as you exhale, you release the essence of your being. And just breathe. And know that this imagery of this perfect, beautiful, unblemished, divine white light of God is within you. And not only is within you, it is you. For you are the divine seed of our Creator. And within you holds all that you need. It holds all the information, all the skills, all the talents of who you are. Take a breath in. Receive that and just allow it and relax into it and open and just be still for a moment. And bask into that energy of this white light, this perfect love, your authentic beingness. Take a breath in. Let that encode in every cell of your being and hold it there. And hold it. And as you release, fully relax into who you truly are. And allow that to now begin to just merge into your body temple, your flesh, your bones, your hands, your face, your hair, your feet. That it is all of you. It encompasses all you are. And let that energy expand out into your home, to where you live, that you're surrounded by this. For the presence of Creator is in, as, and through all that is and ever has been and ever will be. And then just bring all that back within yourself, awakening your body, allowing your body to be the presence of this divine remembering. And begin to move your body, shift around, being grateful for all that has occurred here during this meditation. And open your eyes to welcome in your world of love and light. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Morgan. Thank you. That was another beautiful meditation. I went somewhere and released something what I never thought I have to release, and I never thought I have to actually revisit. So strange. It's take me somewhere where I never expected completely. I hope everybody who is watching our show been taken to similar journeys which they wasn't expecting to go, because it was really great. Is there anything else, Morgan, you want to say to our viewers today?
Are you ready?
Okay, please think, are you ready? And if you're ready, please like, share, and subscribe for my YouTube channel, because many more videos like this is there to come. I appreciate you taking your time to watch my videos. Thank you everybody who is watching my videos on regular basis. Please, please share this channel wide, because many more very great videos is coming. So thank you very much for watching. From our hearts to yours. God bless.